All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique. You're here today with your favorite chef who will be looking to see if he can cook up some pips here on XAU USD, and then later on in the day, let's see if we can do something on Euro USD as well. It's now the 10th of July. It's Thursday. It's now 6:31 a.m. here as well in the UK, and we're going all the way to 8:30 a.m. here today. All right, so let's get right into it. We're currently looking at gold here right now, and I'm just going to be applying the 215 structure to gold, and let's see what we can get today. All right, remember to hit that like button and to definitely hit that share button if you haven't yet done so. All right, so let's go. So we're gonna start off with the point of interest, which would basically be at that 6:30 opening candle. So 6:30 opening candle, the point of interest is just gonna be right there. So let me just put that and highlight that. So that's gonna be my point of interest right there, and I'm on, oh, this is a 30-minute time frame. Okay, let's look at the 50-minute time frame just so we can see a bit better. So now that we have the point of interest, which the point of interest is at 322, I'm just going to be following the rules of the 215 technique and taking 2 pips away, not 2 pips, 20 pips away from that, or $2 away from that price. So if the point of interest is 322, then this line should be 320, and I just need to basically measure the cents bit after that. So that's 789. So I'm just gonna adjust this here to 789. Why is this shaking like that? Right, so 789, and then this area, where did that go? Okay, now this area, this price action here at 320 is going to be my sell line, which is going to be the base of my 215 zone. Doing the same as well above the 215 zone. So if that is 322, this is going to be 324 point. Oh, look at that, almost hit it. And that's going to be my buy line, and in this lovely area here, this is going to be called my 215. That's going to be called my 215 zone. All right, that's going to be my 215 zone, and that's it. No, not in any entries today, my friends. I'm just getting ready for my 2-hour stream, just starting now. So I'm not in any position, just getting ready for the London opening. All right, so that's the 215 zone. I need to identify my rejection areas here as well. So I'm just going to be measuring 15 pips above from the 215 zone so I can get my rejection areas here as well. So just about there. So this is going to be my 15-minute rejection. my 50-minute rejection price there as well, and I'm going to be doing the same thing here as well, below the zone to get my 50-minute rejection area here as well. So just around here. Oh, just around there. All right, and then that will be my 50-minute rejection price on the sell side. So let me just move, this is the buy alert. Let me just put my alerts on my rejection lines firstly, and then do it for the sell side as well. All right, good. So that I do have my 215 zone highlighted now, and I also have my 15-minute rejection highlighted as well. So the next move would basically be to find my target areas if I was to enter any position, and I'm using the 215 technique here. Okay, so in order for me to know where my where I should exit an entry if I'm taking a position from the 215 zone, I have to go to the higher time frame, so the 1 hour all the way to the 4 hour time frame, to identify the support and the resistance on those time frames, and then those areas will be used as my target areas. All right, so if I go to the 30-minute time frame, just need to identify the first 30-minute support, which I believe the first 30-minute support should be in this little area here, right, covering these clusters of candles here. So that's going to be my first 30-minute support. So that's the 30-minute support right there. Then I just need to look above the zone and see if I can find a 30-minute resistance, which is not too far away. There's a 30-minute resistance right here. So let's put that as the 30-minute resistance. Okay, and then I'm just going to switch to the 1 hour time frame here as well. I identified the 1 hour support, right? So I do have a decent 1 hour support right here in this region. So 1 hour support, that's the 1 hour support. All right, and I move to the top to find the 1 hour resistance here as well. There's one just above that 30-minute resistance, so that's the 1 hour resistance right there. Then I move to the 4 hour, which is my final time frame to highlight. It doesn't seem to be, well, there's one here. Oh, that's quite some distance away. How far is this one? Is that, maybe it is about 10 pips away from that range. That's fine. Okay, I'll put my 4 hour right here. That's okay. Might not go down that far, but even if it does goes down to my 1 hour, even, yeah, we may never know. But that's the 4 hour support. Looking at the top here as well, we do have a 4 hour resistance here. There's also one here as well, which we can use, which is just 20 pips away, I believe, from that 1 hour resistance. So that's okay. So that's going to be my 4 hour resistance. All right, have a quick look at the daily time frame just to see what's going on in the daily zone, just to see if there's any support and resistance inside of my trading space, my trading range. Do have these resistance areas here, but they're highlighted by the resistance on the higher time frames. Support here as well. Okay, let me highlight this. Oh no, no, that highlights perfectly with that 4 hour support. That's fine then. That's fine. Okay, so the daily does look all right. All right, can't see where price came down, created a support in this little region here, rejected. Yeah, it rejected from this little cluster of candles here. It's going back up. Well, let's see what's going to happen today. Let's see what's going to happen today. Let's move down to the 5-minute time frame, because the 5-minute time frame is the time frame that I ultimately look for entries on. Now remember guys, we just a few minutes into the stream. If we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. We are at 100 likes right now here on TikTok. If we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. Then I will just show you guys what I am looking for today for an entry, what I'll be waiting for today for an entry. So if you can get it up to 1,000 likes, my friends, then I'll break down my entries using the 215 technique, what I am looking for. Big shout out as well to my viewers over there on YouTube. Additionally as well, if you're on TikTok, if you haven't yet subscribed to the main channel, please definitely go ahead and do so. So if we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. And then I will break it down. Hey Danny, welcome. I see you, my guy. Hopefully you guys got that entry yesterday, that sell entry yesterday on Gold. Andrew, I'm just gonna call you Andrew. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Andrew. Just reaching from work, bro. From work. Oh man, no, I thought you were doing some night shift there. Danny, isn't it like midnight? Yeah. Yeah, it's like midnight. All right, good. All right, so we're at 1,000 likes now. Well, how glad that you reach home safe, my guy. All right. Yeah, you're doing the graveyards, my guy. Yeah. And you're on stream here as well. Oh, that's perfectly fine. All right, let's give you some entertainment before you take a nap, my friend. So this is a 215 zone, as you guys can clearly see here on Gold. Now, what would I do? What needs to happen for me to be considering to take in any positions here on Gold? This is what needs to happen. All right. Now, if I'm going to be looking for a short position here on Gold, as you can see, you know, the price action is moving downwards. If I'm going to be looking for any sharp position, yeah, okay, good. So I'm very happy to see that you know you guys are paying attention when I do the markings and I tell you to wait, and then you know you take the entries of the analysis. It was a pretty classic, it was a pretty decent move yesterday after streams, and I said wait until the candle closed below the zone and all of that. It did try to fake out before, but after that it confirmed that sell, and it was a perfect sell. And if you were tracking the 215 zone yesterday as well, you should have gotten a buy as well in the evening. If you held it, there was a buy that was confirmed off of that 215 zone as well. But I guess when I do, I'm going to be doing I should be doing a 24-hour stream. Not yet though, but I might do a 6-hour stream as well one of these days. All right, so let's see. So this is the 215 zone. All right, for those who don't know what the 215 zone is, my friends, definitely this video, this main channel here, if you go to my main channel and you subscribe, I do have a lot of videos explaining what the 215 technique is all about and what the 215 zone is. But for just a short purpose of time right now, 215 zone is just a key area which I use to take entries from on Gold. All right, so let's say if price breaks below this 215 zone here, all right, if it tests that 50-minute rejection line here, but if it tests that 50-minute rejection line not with a wick but actually with a body candle close, come on guys, let's get those likes up. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 2K likes before 7 o'clock today. It's now 6:43 a.m. here in the UK. So if price breaks below my 215 zone, test my 50-minute rejection line here with a candle close, not by a wick, it needs to be a body candle close, not with a wick. All right, so if it comes down and it taps into it with just a wick, I'm not interested. It has to be with a body candle close. Then all I need to wait to see is that I'll wait to see a rejection from that area back into the 215 zone with a candle close on the inside of the zone, right? There needs to be a candle close on the inside of the zone, right? Then after that candle close in the inside of the 215 zone, there needs to be a rejection from the 215 zone, and this is all done on the 5-minute time frame, because the 5-minute time frame is the time frame we use for entries in the 215 technique, and that's what the 5 stands for. The 5 stands for the 5-minute time frame that we use for the for entries in the technique. Need to wait to see a candle come back and close below the 215 zone, right? Just below the sell line, not exceeding the 15-minute rejection line. Then I would be interested in going for a short in this instance. I would be interested in going for a short in this instance. My stop loss will be just at the top of the 215 zone, just like that, and my TP would be ultimately at my full usually it would be at my 4-hour resistance, my 4-hour support or resistance, but yeah, that's quite some distance away. Let's have a closer. Let's go into the 1 hour. Let's see if there's like a midpoint, because I think that's like would be nice though, would be decent if it could go down. That's 100. Yeah, oh, that's just 100 pips. That's not too much. That's just 100 pips. But let's put. I'm gonna find a midpoint, a midway. Maybe, yeah, maybe these areas right here. Maybe these areas right here could be a midpoint. I don't know. It does look quite far away, but knowing gold, we can definitely get it. But that's ultimately what I would be looking for if the price action does confirm this level of movement. So let's go back to the 5-minute time frame just to break it down again. So price first needs to break below my 215 zone, test my 15-minute rejection line, and when I test my 15-minute rejection line, there needs to be a body candle close followed by a rejection. You feel news is going to affect the market later? News always affects the market. There's no doubt about that. Always affects it. Sometimes in a good way, the way that we would want it to be. Sometimes not so good. And it's unemployment claims as well. So, you know, you're definitely going to see some level of volume in the market. Nice. Yeah, I don't take entries in New York. If you see me in New York, yeah, I must be tweaking or something, but I don't usually take entries in New York. All right, let's see. So that's what I'm looking for. Let's say that's if the price action confirms such movement, right? But let's say that gold changes its flavor and doesn't want to travel downwards, right? Because we've seen it before. It's not all the time we're expecting that gold to go in one direction. It goes in that direction. We may go into another direction, right? So what would I need to see to happen for me to consider going for longs here on gold? Now, what I need to see happen here is that I need to see price action breaking above my 215 zone, right? I need to see price action breaking above my 215 zone and testing my 15-minute rejection line, like so, bam, right? And when I say test, all right, I need to be abundantly clear here. When I say test, I don't mean, come on guys, let's see if we can get those likes up to 5K likes before 7 a.m. All right, let's see if we can get those likes up to 5K likes before 7 a.m. Okay, so when I say test, I don't mean by a wick, right? It cannot test my 15-minute rejection line with a wick, no, right? In order for it to be properly constituted as a decent test, it has to test the area, right? It has to test the area, right, with a body candle close. Now, exhibit A, let's zoom in. Hold on. Let's zoom in. Now, look at this 15-minute rejection, right? Now, as you can see here, these candles, they came up in the area, but they tested the price, the 15-minute rejection price with a wick. So this wouldn't be considered a proper test, right? Because it's just by a wick, okay? It has to test the area. It has to test the area with a body candle close above, right? You need to see a candle come and close above. And the reason why I need to see it do that, why I need to see a break of that area and a close of that above that area, is because when that happens, it tells me secretly that the price, the action has enough potential, has the volume, right, to push in that area. So the price comes up, test, right, retrace from that area back into the zone to basically gather some momentum, right, rejecting from the zone and then closing above the zone, which is above the buy line in between the 15-minute rejection, right, then I would be interested in taking a long, if that was to happen, taking a long position, right? Come on, guys, almost at 5K likes. Let's see if we can just get that up to 5K before 7 a.m., right? Then my position would be that from entering there from that buy line area, right? Stop loss just at the bottom of my 215 zone, and ultimately aiming for that 4-hour resistance. All right, and I'm guessing that's about a 60 pip move. All right. Yeah, yeah, I get that, H. However, how many times, right? How many times has the price movement just do its thing without actually creating a daily bottom wick? I'm pretty sure it's not 100%. Because if I go to the daily, time frame, I'm pretty sure we could find candles that doesn't have any bottom wick and price action move. Let's exhibit A. Look at this one. This daily candle did not create any bottom wick, and it moved up aggressively. Given that most of them, they do have bottom wicks, but I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily have to create a bottom wick for price action to move. Look at this candle as well. Did it? You can't say maybe it is a little small nipple wick, but it's not so distinct, and price action still move. So I wouldn't say it necessarily it has to do that. It doesn't have to. It's not a must that it does that. But I get what you mean. I definitely do get what you mean. So it goes down, takes some, get some momentum, then move upwards. No, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So, I don't. My entries are not usually long. I don't stay in the market usually long, so probably I won't even get to see even the bottom wick. All depends still. Let's see, because since the market has opened, it went up by 100 pips. So let me see where the Asian market opened. Where did the Asian market open? Just around here. Okay, hold on. So that's 11 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, interesting. These markets are not opening with gaps anymore. Yesterday was pretty close. Now today there's no gap at all. So if we're looking at it, if we're making reference to what you said with the bottom wick, it's not very far. It doesn't need to go very far for it to actually start creating a bottom wick. It just needs to come down into this area here, which I have that covered. So if price action didn't move upwards, and test that area to confirm a buy, I still have the possibility, I still have the option of going for a short if price comes down and tests my 15-minute rejection and retrace. Now, and this is one of the reasons why I like the 215 technique. So I don't necessarily hold, right? I don't necessarily hold a bias, right? I don't hold a bias on the market. It's basically how the price action reacts to my 215 zone, right? I could be in a bullish market, and if it confirms an opposite position, I'm going to take it. This is because of how the price action reacts to the 215 zone. So based on how it reacts, whether it breaks, tests, and retrace and confirms, that's basically what I am going to take. All right, morning, Heartless. How are you doing today? Hope you enjoy in your day so far. Did you get that entry yesterday after stream? I'm not sure if you were tracking the price movement. Thank you, guys. We're at 5K just before 7 a.m. Really do appreciate it. Also, as well, my friends, remember to subscribe to 215 Trades. You can definitely learn more about the 215 technique. I was also thinking to myself as well, just to make the 215 community just a little bit more, as I'm trying to grow it and get back into the momentum of doing all the streams as well. Starting next week, what I will be doing is that I will ultimately just be sharing just for now. I'm guessing for the rest of the month, I will ultimately be sharing like my insights of like entries that I'm going to take when they do confirm here on the charts. No, I'm not from the UK, but I'm in the UK. No, I missed it because it was at work. Had it set up also. No, that's all right, my friend. You win some, you lose some. That's okay. I won't say, well, you win some, you miss some. Then some days you lose some. That's just the nature of the market. All right, good. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. Yeah, that no, I understand 100%. I do understand 100%. It does look better. It does. I'm streaming on YouTube, and you can see the quality on YouTube is perfect. However, there's a reason why I'm streaming from my mobile on TikTok, because for anyone who has been here before, they know, because this is like my seventh account, and since I've been streaming from my mobile phone, I haven't had any problems with the administrator of TikTok. Once I go live on the studio, it's a problem. I'll probably the account status might be taken away in like 2 streams. So to be on the safe side, I would just do it from here. The genuine persons who actually do like, oh my gosh, don't even say it. Like the genuine persons who do like the strategy, despite streaming from here, they will still show up. If they like what they see, they will still show up. All right. Let's see. Not too fuss about missing it due to it confirming the 215 yet again. Yeah, that's what I tell you. So the technique is the technique is pretty simple, right? It's very simple, and if you do your own back testing as well, you'll see that the win rate for it is quite high. Even though I don't track those KPIs. I don't get hung up on those KPIs, because those KPIs don't really actually, you know, put money in the bank and all that stuff. So if you want to know more of the 215 technique, you can track it yourself. You can do it yourself, and that's why I love when we're on stream as well, and persons come on, never seen it before, and they just shit on it. They just talk a lot of negative on the technique. I love it. Nothing motivates me more about sticking to my 215 technique like when persons come on and hate on the technique. ChatGPT says that. Well, if ChatGPT says that, then definitely for sure. You know, I do know someone who uses ChatGPT for entries. It's crazy, man. Because I think you can just take pictures of take pictures of. Oh wait, hold on. I haven't sent this in the Telegram group. Hold on, let me send this in. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet hit that like button, please definitely go ahead and do so. Well, everything is good if you use it correctly. Heartless. I recently realized it's always catches great moves from 5:30 to 6:30. Sadly, missed the up move earlier this morning due to work again. But hey ho, hey ho. Yeah, it's all about finding the right time, um, as well. Because I think the technique is what should I say? Is it's time based as well, because if you're doing the 215 technique, I don't recommend you doing the technique on like in odd times. Let's say you're gonna mark up a 215 zone at 5:05 a.m. or 7:05 a.m. or 8:05 p.m. or 8:10, 7:10. Those random numbers. Don't If you're doing the technique, do not do it like that. If you're doing the technique, the best time to apply your 215 zone is on 15-minute increments. So 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock. Right? You do it on 15-minute increments. There's no harm in if you do it on 5 minutes. You still would get setups if they do confirm, but overall, I think the better probability is if you do it on 15-minute increments. But it's quite good. Definitely, I do recommend you guys to do some back testing on it. If you don't know how to do it, or you don't know about the 215 technique, just watch some of my previous videos. 215 trades. That's the home channel. No, nothing has confirmed for me as yet, Jay. Overall, what I'm waiting to see happen, I'm waiting for a test and retracement of the zone. Either side of the zone has to test my 15-minute rejection price. Has to test that 15-minute rejection price, either on the above the zone or below the zone, for me to be interested in going for an entry. All right, come on, guys. So we're at 5K likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 7K before 7:30 a.m. Not very far away, just 2K like that. We just need maybe 1.8K likes just to get to 7K before 7:30 a.m. So just hit that like button, my friends. Pointless, thank you so much for the like. Additionally as well, my friends, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades here, definitely do go ahead and do so. I do have so much great things planned in store for the overall channel growth here as well, and I can't wait. I'm even excited and chill of the plans that I'm going to be putting in place. But stay tuned, my friends. I've only been doing this for a year now. I've only been streaming for a year now, consistently. So thank you guys for the support as always. Oh wait, I forgot about EU. I don't feel like trading EU. I think I need to go back to the drawing boards here on EU. So for the rest of the week, I'm just gonna leave EU for now. But I need to go back to the drawing boards here on EU, and with additionally as well with reviewing the 215 entries as well, because as of late the entries has not been a class, and I guess it's because really I'm not quite translating the movement on DXY to confirm as I used to do in the past. So I need to go back to the drawing board, analyze the strategy just to make sure I got it properly for you guys. So I'll go back to the drawing board on EU, just do some double checks just to see what's going on here in EU, and fine tune the technique. Because if it's not working, if it's not working the way I want it to work, doesn't make sense I continue to do it without finding what really is going on here on EU. So I'll leave EU for today. Leave EU for the rest of the week, and then I'll dance on it over the weekend and see what's happening next Monday. Harry saying gotta sell at 3325, but I was asleep. Shall I hold? You got in a sell. I'm guessing you got in a sell at 323.325. What time did he get in that sell? But did he get in on it here, or did he get in on it here? If you got in on it here, you're giving back a lot of pips to the market because it went down by maybe about 100 pips. But if you got in on it here, I'm holding for a big drop to 320, entry 326, SL 336. 100 pip, is that 100 pip stop loss? Wow, 100 pip stop loss. Oh, you're a swing trader. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I've ever done that. I've never put 100 pip SL on gold before. My entry was at 40. You took a sell from 40. Oh, you're still holding from all the way up here. That's nice. DP 3248. You guys think we're gonna go back to 3248? Interestingly though, because that's what I was saying yesterday, is that whenever price comes below 300, is that it doesn't spend any time down there. Surprisingly enough, we did give an entry yesterday, but in that area for the technique, but usually as soon as it gets there, it just all the way back up. Oh, you're early today, stranger. Nice. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Any other movie recommendations, my friend? All right, come on, guys. We're almost at 7K likes here, my friends. Remember as well, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. Okay. In all fairness, it has been a really good week. Entries aren't being confirmed on stream, but if you're movie. If you're tracking the if you're tracking the 215 zone after, that's why I send it in the Telegram group. Morning, Manny. That's why I send the markups in the Telegram group. If because the entries may not be confirmed on stream, but I send the markups in the Telegram group. If you're tracking the zone after the streams, majority of the times you will see that the entries are confirmed. I've already explained what I'm looking for, so you know what I'm looking for. The entries are confirmed, but if you're not capitalizing on it, then what can I do? What can I say? Yesterday was a pretty decent sell. Pretty decent sell confirmed yesterday. I'm not sure who took it. And so another thing as well, and why the technique here as well is so versatile as well. This 215 zone, I can take entries from this 215 zone for the rest of the day. So I can mark out 215 zone today, like right now, right, in London, and I can use this 215 zone to take entries from London opening until New York closing. All depend on how the price action reacts to this zone, right? All depending on how the price action reacts to this zone. And that's how versatile the zone is, because you can reuse it, you can recycle it. It's a sustainable technique because you don't have to remark all the time. You can just always use it based on how it reacts to it. Some of the times, if you held it too long, if you held your 215 zone for too long, you just need to wait for like a candle close on the inside of the zone on the higher time frames, like the 15 or the 30-minute time frame, just to reactivate it. I'm still holding from yesterday. Money, you change your DP again. All right. You still holding from yesterday. Entry 84 was nice. Brilliant. The 100-day SF, I've never used that indicator. Seems solid support. The 50-day seat needs a good candle close. Then 307. Okay, so I'm guessing, Jay, what you are saying is that there's a short incoming. Is that what you're saying? So, okay, let's test it. So we have about 50 persons here across both platforms here on stream, right? Let's just do a quick test. What are you guys expecting today? Are you guys looking for shorts or are you looking for longs? What do you guys think is going to be the ultimate move today? Do you think it's going to be a short move today, or do you think it's going to be a long move today? Let me know in the chat. So let's put short or long. Short or long. All right, so we have one for short, two. No, we have two for short. Ooh, four for short, one for long. The majority of the persons who are speaking are saying short for today. Why do you guys think it's going to be a short? What asset is this? Come on, the faceless flow. Come on, you can't ask that question. It's right there on the screen. It's in the center of the screen. And I'm not being cheeky or anything, but it's right there. Right. So majority of the persons here are saying that they're going for a short. Why do you guys think it's going to go for a short? Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do that, but it's right there in the center of the screen. It's even in gold as well. Stevie Wonder eyes. Come on, guys. We're almost at 7K likes. Come on, my friends. Additionally, as well, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trade channel, please definitely go ahead and do so. The technicals are set up for a short, but needs to go through certain areas to confirm. Nice. But what if we look at the fifth? All right, let's look at the higher time frame candles. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame candles. Rejecting from that 30-minute support right here, right? It's pushing up. We do have a 30-minute support right here, just below that buy line. But if this continues to push above it, we can actually be looking to push maybe to test these areas, or even coming into these areas to reject from these areas. So it looks more to be like a long day to me. From my eyes, just looking at it, it looks more to be a long day. If you look at it, it's been creating steps. So it goes up, it comes down. So it goes up, it comes down, goes up, it comes down, goes up, 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 up. So it has been creating steps coming up. So let's see. Let us see. Only thing can confirm what's going to happen is the market. So let's see. However, tariffs, FOMC minutes, and fundamentals are bullish. Yeah. And that's why it all comes down to having a very good technique that you have mastered and you know what you're looking for, because there's going to be so much things out there. There's going to be so much welcome back, Danny. There's going to be so much information out there that's going to tell you that it's going to go here, it's going to go there, which majority of the time most of them are correct. It's just that the timing of them isn't, right? So you have to just stay disciplined and just stick to your strat. Because gold mod manipulate, yeah, it's an emotional traded pair, my friends. Yeah, it's traded on emotion. Come on, guys, we only need 500K likes now just to get to 7K. Thank you guys so much for that. Definitely do subscribe here as well to 215 Trades. That's the home of the 215 technique if you want to learn more about how to use the 215 technique to look for entries here on XAU USD. Manny, how's school going? Where you're from? Liverpool. Oh no, I'm Jamaican, my guy. From Jamaican. I'm from Jamaican. Wow, really? My English. No, I'm from Jamaica. So I'm a yardie. I haven't had a good oxtail in a while. Decent. What was it? Just oxtail? Did you have it with rice and peas or with fried dumplings? All right. So Patriots and daily bias is bullish. So I'm not going against the trend for me. Yeah, no problem at all. So I don't hold any biases. I just need for price action to test the areas. Rice and peas, wings, jerk chicken festival. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Keep calm, Jay. It's only just a few. It's at 7:15 a.m. We can't be talking about dinner right now. I haven't even had breakfast as yet, and just reading that just now is making me say, "Oh, yeah, I need to get in the kitchen." But that's nice. Let me ask a question though. Do you think, like, let's say, out of rice and peas or jollof rice, which would you prefer? Which would you say is more tasty, rice and peas or jollof rice? All right, money says jollof rice, obviously. Okay. Well, money, you're the only one who's saying that. So, all the jollof rice or rice and peas, which one is better? Yeah, Chinese. What? So you're Jamaican Chinese? Nice. Yeah, I think I just prefer jollof. Fries. What about you, chef? Well, um, so it's my national dish. Rice and peas is my national dish. Um, I think jollof is more heavy than the rice and peas because the jollof has like a lot of ingredients inside of it. So it's a bit more heavy. So it depends on the mood of what you're going for. I wouldn't eat jollof rice every day, but I would eat rice and peas every day because it's not as like um fatty or heavy as, even though it does have coconut milk in it, but it would be rice and peas for me, Manny. I would definitely go for rice and peas. Some a decent rice and peas though, because a lot of persons here in the UK, you go to these restaurants and you have it in rice and peas, but the rice and peas doesn't slap. You're getting like some mediocre guy who's never in Jamaica. They can't cook. They can't cook in Jamaica. They can't cook, and then they come here and they open these restaurants like they're top chefs when they genuinely can't cook. So the rice and peas that you're getting is just really just mediocre. You need real rice and peas where you have the coconuts that are grated, not coconut milk from a can. Which majority of these meals that you're having here in the UK, you're getting coconut milk from a can. You don't need that. You want to taste it with the coconut milk that you picked off the tree. You barked the coconut yourself. You grated that. You squeeze that. You get that coconut milk, that natural coconut milk from the coconut, and then you use that to make your rice and peas with your ginger and your cinnamon leaf in it. A pinch of salt and a few pimentos floating on the top, and some fresh scallion and thyme as well. Yeah, no, that's slap. Someone told me Jamaican KFC. Yeah, there's no, and I've tried a few KFCs, not a whole lot, but I've tried a few KFCs around the world. Each country that I go into, I try to go to a KFC there to test it. There's no other KFC like the KFC in Jamaica. None. The KFC here in the UK is crap. All they season the chicken with is salt. It's crazy. But if you go to, and the funny thing about it though is that even now the quality of the Jamaican KFC, the chicken is going down, but it's still way better. It's still way better than what we eat in here, man. Come on, guys, we're almost at 10K likes here on stream. Come on, just hit those likes up. See if we can get those likes up to 10K. We only need 2.3K likes to get to 10K likes before 7:30 as well. All right, good. We have some price action here. So we just took a commercial break there just now. Chicken won't be chicken. All right. All right. So price action has just tested that 15-minute rejection line. Are we okay with this test of this area here? Let me know if you're okay. Let me know if would you consider this as a proper test of the 15-minute rejection area here on the buy side. Wow, look at that price action moving up. Let me know. All right, zooming in on it here. Let me know if this is the VAR. We're doing the VAR now. Would you say that this candle has been properly tested? This candle properly tested that 15-minute rejection line? Let me know. Would you say that that has been properly tested? Pretty strong rejection. Yeah, possibly a fake out. Yeah. If this candle does close above the line though, then that's good, because at least we know that it has broken the area and closed above it. So 2 minutes. So this candle should help confirm properly whether or not, you know, it has been properly tested. It has came up and tapped that 30-minute support as well though, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, London does open in the next 38 minutes as well. Need to see this kind of close above and not yet reject, because this close here is just a little bit suspicious. Hold on. Yeah, that's just exactly on it. Yeah, it's a 5-minute resistance. Yeah, here about. Pretty strong rejection. Pretty strong rejection. I don't like that that test. It's just done 4-hour previous sweep, then potential continuation to the downside. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, I think this test is a little bit suspicious. If this candle had flipped and closed above that area, then I would say that, yeah, I'll take that as a proper test. But I don't like that. 307. Coming back to 307, but where is 307? Is 307? 307 is at 4 hour. Okay. Remember, guys, if you haven't hit subscribe to 215 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. All right, we're almost at 10K likes, my friends, and it's just before 7:30, so we just need to get those likes up to 10K likes. Thank you, Ki Na Mofo. Thank you, stranger, for those likes. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for the follow as well, Andres. Almost at 10K likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 10K, my friend. Now, this is the interesting bit. I just don't like that test. Would have preferred if it was a little bit more defined in a sense. So where the wick was, if it had closed above there, and then such an aggressive pullback just afterwards. So I'm waiting for a more pronounced test of that area, where I can clearly see that that 50-minute rejection line has been properly tested. I don't have to second guess it or pull in the VAR to look at what's going on. And then this candle that came back as well is even more suspicious because of how it closed in the zone. So let's see. The price action can just continue to skyrocket through and continue to go higher, but I need it to be as defined as possible. You see, if you have to second guess something, do the safe option. Well, then again, you can take the risk, but you can reduce it, or you can just be on the safe side and just wait. There's no need to rush in the entries, in all fairness. The market is still going to be open tomorrow. Or it's going to be open next week as well, until the world dies. So, I think there was something, but I haven't heard any more news on it. There was some news which related to basically what was it? The New York session was to be extended. Yeah, the New York session was to be extended for longer hours, but I haven't heard anything more on that topic. Did you guys hear it? Am I hallucinating, or did that actually happen? Did you hear any news around it? It was some time ago, maybe about 4 to 6 months ago, that they had mentioned it, that they're going to look to extend the trading hours for the New York session to make it longer. Good morning, Sylvia. Welcome. How are you doing today? Don't tell me that PL kicked you out again. No power. Really? What caused that? Are they're working on the power lines? Come on, guys, we're almost at 10K likes, and we have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go until it's 7:30 a.m. So if you can just double tap that live and see if we can get those likes up to 10K before 7:30, I would really appreciate it. I have no power today to. Oh, you have no power today to trade. Ah, you see, so you're speaking in parables, man. Okay. Well, that's fine. And take a day off. You have been dominating the markets these last couple of days. Take a day off. It's fine. Come on, guys. We only just need 1,003 to get to 10K likes. So if you can just hit that like button on TikTok, my friends, please, so we can get it there. Additionally, as well, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades here at which is the home group channel, please definitely go ahead and do so. Dwell. Oh, that's a nice name. Nah, we don't give up around here. That's one thing we don't do. NGU, never give up. There's so many times I wanted to stop doing this. So many times. You guys don't even know. So many times I said, ah, I'm tired. I'm gonna stop this. And then I said, no. I have a mission. My mission is to take 215 to the top. And I'll never stop until that happens. Never. 9K likes. All right, almost there. We just need 1,000 more to get to 10K, and I will basically meet my like goal for the day. That's a poetry, Manny. That's poetry, I tell you. That's poetry. The hardest part about this is doing all these charts and these markings. This is the easiest part, but the hardest part is your mind, I tell you. Your mind. Your mind, as he said. It's crazy. This thing will make you go crazy, I tell you. If you never had a fight with yourself before, trading will definitely do that. Trading will definitely do that. Especially when you break your rules. Especially when you break your rules. The names you call yourself sometimes, you have to wonder if you're speaking to someone else. Key Naf. Whoa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but let me know, Key Naf. Whoa, if I did. What? Oh, and I always answer and say, yes, I am. That's so true, man. That's so true. I'm such an idiot. Huh? I was gonna say Bafam. Yeah, man. And the funny thing about it is that you do that today, and then tomorrow you're back at it again. You're back at it again, doing it all over again, not giving up, just pushing through. But you know, interestingly enough, we're all here and we're all doing this, but we all can make it. We all can do it. It's just we just need to be more disciplined. If we and I think that's the major side effect. The major reason as to why we are all not on top is because of our discipline, and if we can master that, yeah. Because if you guys think about it, and let me know if I'm lying. Think about it. Majority of the times when you do your analysis and all of that, right, it does go your way. But what happens is that because of indiscipline, you basically mess the play up. Let me know if I'm wrong. But don't give up, my friends. Don't give up. Work on yourself. Continue to work on yourself. You spend 8 hours a day working for someone. You can spend at least 2 to 3 hours mastering something that will help you greatly. It's now 7:34 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market opening in about 25 minutes. Okay, and so far what we've had is that we've had price being distributed inside of the 215 zone, right? We've seen where it has tested the buy area, it has tested the sell area, and it has now just broken above the 215 zone here, like looking to push to test the 50-minute rejection line, right? But that is quite a bit suspicious here. In all my fairness, I'm waiting for a more decent and pronounced and like a defined test of that area, which I don't have to question it. So I'm just waiting now just to see for that to happen, to see what the price action here is going to do. Right now, as you can see, we do have the price trending on the upper half of the 215 zone, so that's okay. 10k done. Nice. Thank you so much for that. Four. Now I didn't give up on EU. I'm just putting EU on a pause for this week. I'm going back to the drawing board on EU to pattern down the entries and so forth. So I'm going to be doing some back testing over the weekend on EU. The entries I've been taking on EU has not been the best, and I don't want to continue doing that and basically spreading nonsense out. Well, let's not say nonsense, because most of them, they do go to like TP1, but I still think that it needs to be fine-tuned. I'm not giving up on EU because genuinely I love EU. Right, I was introduced to it. I genuinely do love EU. Most of the profits sometimes when I make on EU, it far exceeds the profits that I make on gold based on the lots. But then again, I can just use a larger lot size on gold. However, I'm still just using a smaller lot size on EU, but the profits are quite high. So I do like how EU sheds its profit, but I think my entries need to be fine-tuned on EU. So I'm just going to be doing some back testing over the weekend. So for today and tomorrow, I won't be focusing on EU that much. You want to check if it's from the strategy or the market condition. Could be. It could be. But I tell you what. All right. So what I've noticed and what has been key when it comes down to EU and Euro USD is, and I was thinking to myself the other day, is that instead of trading like EU, why not trade the XY? And when I say that, is that I was like, I don't have to look at the EU charts, but if I look at the DXY charts, and let's say whenever price comes to like test the borders, right? I'll just take a buy or sell on EU, basically take the reverse of that. Just need to wait for a rejection. So there's so many things going through my mind. The market conditions are all right. It's just I think the entry model can be a little bit more fine-tuned. When I was initially using the 215 technique on EU, most of my entries were being taken from the point of interest versus having them being taken from like the buy or the sell line, right? So that was interesting, but what that caused to happen, what that caused was that I was taking a lot of entries on EU, and there was a bit of a problem because I was over trading. I was like, oh no, you can't be doing this. Then you need to stop taking entries from there, even though most of the times you will get the up or the down move. You basically get in the beginning of it, so you get more pips out of that. But it was confirming too many entries at a time, and EU loves to fake out. It loves to fake out. So I need to, because in all fairness as well, Manny, is that most of my entries here on EU using the 215 technique, they were live tested. So they weren't back tested, they were live tested, right? But now I think I need to do some back testing to pattern it down a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that over the weekend, and then let's see how next week rolls out. Gold, on the other hand, is still consolidating. Give me a moment, guys. Let me just get a glass of water. All right, come on, my friends. So we had 10K likes. Really do appreciate all the love and the support there. All right, remember as well, my friends, if you haven't hit subscribe, subscribe to 215 Trades if you haven't yet done so. That's really nice. I've never taught to trade DXY because it's not up here. I don't know why. Yeah, but fair enough. You know, it's not up here to. I don't think personals actually do allow you to trade it. Maybe some of those synthetic brokers. But what I was saying is that instead of when I said that, what I meant, and I should have explained fully. Let's say usually we wait but then that's not the 215. That's basically going to be support and resistance. Because if I only take entries when DXY, if I only take entries on EU when DXY is crossing a border or rejecting from a border, then that's basically just trading, just doing support and resistance. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly, but yeah, I think I'm just going to do some back testing, man. I'm going to do some back testing on it and then I'll get back. How to see the markets maker. How to see market makers my how to see market maker my how to see. Nope, not I'm not understanding that. Yep, not understanding that. Mohammed, give it another try, my friend. No, I'm not looking to do anything on EU. I haven't marked anything out. These are for my old lines, and I haven't marked anything out. No, I'm not taking any entries on EU today. Oh, hey, Sheppy. Oh, haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Hunting the stop loss. Okay. If they were hunted it, I don't think you could hide it. Because they can't see, your broker can see where it is. I've seen the craziest things happen before. Like I'm watching, I don't remember what bro. I think was it Owanda. I don't remember what broker I was on, and magically, there was like a candle came on, and it did like a massive wick down, and then it continued back upwards. But I was also looking on another, because I was using two brokers at the time. I think it was IC Market, and that wick down that I think it was a one that made it wasn't on the other broker, and I was like, what happened there? So you know, these brokers sometimes they really do some cheeky things in the background, you see. But what can we do? It's impossible for them to know where you put your SL, but fair enough, Manny. But if you enter your trade on MT5, someone is seeing the data on MT5. Ah, fair enough. Well, if it's data, it's data. It has been collected. Come on, guys. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, hold on. It's, oh, gosh. Control Z. Control Z. How am I going to get that back? Oh, there it is. It's almost, so 50 minutes until London open anyways. So we're just waiting for London market to come in. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. I do watch quite a lot of trading movies as well. Wolf of Wall Street is my favorite. I've watched that maybe about 4 times. I know it's long, yeah, but I've watched it maybe. I think I watched it maybe twice already since the year I started, or once. But yeah, I watch it multiple times. What have I watched it as well? The big, it was it The Big Short as well, where that one where the guy bet on the crash. In the housing market crash. I think that it was 2008. That was the same guy who acted in the same guy who acted in is it called American Killer? That what's his name? I don't think was it Patrick Bateman? I think he was called. Out of nowhere, I watched Interstellar. What's Interstellar? It sounds like I've watched it already. What's Interstellar? Was this the one? Ah, yes. I watched this the other day as well. I watched it the other day as well. What was the premise? Was he traveling to all these different places? Yeah. I watched it as well. With Matt Damon. Yeah. It's quite good. There's been this one that I've been the Passengers is not so bad as well. I've watched Arrival. I watched Tenant. I've watched The Martian. This is what I'm looking at, by the way. I've never watched. I don't think I've ever watched Gravity before. You guys know that there's a Blade Runner coming out. There's a new Blade Runner coming out. I don't remember if it's coming out this year. Yeah, I don't remember if it's this year, but there's a new Blade Runner coming out. So I've watched this. I don't like Dune, but it's okay. Oppenheimer, it wasn't all that hype. It didn't get all that hype. I've never watched Moonfall before. Interesting. All right, so I'll add that to my watch list. So for those who don't know, I do watch a lot of movies. So here on stream, sometimes you will hear me speak about movies, and I do watch some very good movies as well. So if you hear me recommending a movie, definitely do give it a watch. So it's not all about the markets here on my channel. We do have conversations as well. All right, we have 30 minutes until London Open. I guess the swing is going to come in London Open and for us to see what the market wants to do. So Manny, what do you recommend? What do you recommend for the weekend? What movies to watch for the weekend? Bro, I'm still. Is The Last of Us still on season break? Oh, you know that they're doing a Jamaican anime as well. There's a Jamaican anime. I think it has already been released, if I'm not mistaken. Manny, you know what's a good watch as well. It's on Apple TV. It still relates to all this interstellar traveling and thing. What's it called? It's whoa, why can't I remember it? It's on Apple TV. Maybe you guys have seen it before. But it's with these. It's a movie where these people it's like an empire. About 4 of them, well, 3 of them, but they're the same person at different ages, and they don't die. They just reclone themselves, and they basically rule across the galaxies. I don't remember what it's called. I think there's about 3 seasons out on it. It's on Apple. It's on Apple TV. Is it Empire? Empire on Apple TV. No, it's not Empire. Oh gosh. All right, let's look popular Apple TV movies today. Yeah, popular Apple TV shows. That should come up. Silo is a great one. If you guys have never seen Silo, Silo is a great one. If you've never seen it, let me see if I can show it to you guys. The market isn't doing anything as yet, so don't have to worry about it just now. There it is. Okay, let me show you guys. All right, so YouTube can't see it, but TikTok people, you can't see it. So this is what I was talking about. So Silo, this one, Silo is a great watch. It's a great watch. And Severance, I don't know what the hype is all about. It's not all that. Foundation, this is another good watch. So if you've never watched this one, you can definitely check it out. Presume Innocent has a very good twist to it. Quite good. Blackbird was decent here as well. But overall, out of all these top Apple TV movies, I would say Silo and Foundation, those were quite good. And I know that a lot of you guys, you do have Apple devices, so you should get Apple TV for free, or get what you call it, subscription trial. So don't just be hung up on all the markets and all of that, and all just worrying about trading and taking entries and profits. Take some time to relax, and why not relax with a decent movie and just chill with the family or friends, have a sip of wine and all that, and just watch a movie. Don't worry about any bills. The bills will always be there. Don't worry too much. Sometimes in life we just worry. That's all we worry about. Just worries. Relax, man. Take a load off. You've been going through a lot. You've been doing a lot, and you're still here. So give yourself some credit. Give yourself some leisures. I think you were referring to Raised by Wolves. No, not Raised by Wolves. It's that movie that I just showed you. Raised by Wolves. I don't think I've ever seen that one. The title doesn't sound interesting though, but I can show you guys my overall. If you've never seen it, this is my all-time favorite. I've watched this countless of times. Zombieland Double Tap, countless of times. That's my all-time favorite. Now let's go back to the market. So we just had a very decent commercial break there on movies. Now let's get back to the market just to see what's happening. It's now 7:53 a.m. here in London. The London market opens in about 7 minutes. Now what happened just now? We've had price broken. Yeah, zombie movies is my #1 go-to. We have broken the 215 zone. I wouldn't say it has properly tested that 15-minute rejection line. I don't like it. It looks very suspicious, and as you can see, that was like a very aggressive pullback from that area. So I'm still waiting for price to test and retrace that area again. So just see what is going to happen. So there hasn't been much going on. Did I miss something? I swear there was a break of structure on that move down. I don't know. How do I identify a break of structure? I know what you're talking about, but I don't know in this instance what to do, because it's not something that I practice. Come on, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. Live there as well right now. Market is moving a little bit slow today. EU, I'm not looking for any entries here on EU, but EU will basically be consolidating. It has been consolidating for the longest time. Where was the 630 first to 530? This is the 630. We wouldn't have still wouldn't have gotten any entries on EU even if I was taking an entry. So It is what it is. Slow day today. 5 minutes until London opens. 15-minute time frame. Don't have any 15-minute candles closing above the zone. 30 minutes. Same as well. Yeah, so just patiently waiting. I've sent the markup in the Telegram group anyway. So for those persons who are tracking the 215 zone after the stream, you can definitely track it to see the entries that I will be looking for today. Pretty slow day, but it has been a great week nonetheless. Today we only have unemployment claims coming out. Only have unemployment claims coming out at 1:30 p.m. That's on UK time. So we should be seeing some volume on that, but it's pretty clean time up to that area. As well, if we look at my FX book as well, we do have these EU news coming out in a few minutes, in 2 minutes actually, but it's only just going to be low impact. It's also going to be low impact throughout the rest of the day. As you can see, the high impact actually does come around about 1:30 yet again, where we have jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, all of overall. I'm not sure why they separated them, but these are all unemployment claims. All right, let's see how many subscribers. Analysis. 1,520. Nice. So yeah, but the channel is growing. I really do appreciate that. We're at 1,520 subscribers over there on YouTube, so that is good. Really appreciate that. Slowly but surely. Why do these guys keep on sending me? Interestingly enough, that guy from the other day, from yesterday, he didn't come back. He got the memo. All right, let me know, my friends, if you're in a position right now on gold, what that position is. Are you in a long? Are you in a short? Let me know. If you're in a long position here in gold, let me know. If you're in a short position here, let me know. Thank you, Bambino, for that like. There was that follow. Sorry, there was and Nikos. There was a very popular entertainer in Jamaica called DJ Bambino. You're still in that chart, so you're in that chart from 3328. What time did he take that entry? What time did he take that entry, stranger? It's not a bad place to sell though, as you can see. Ooh, imagine if you had done it from here. Nice. I think, wasn't that yesterday's move? No, Tuesday, I think. From the recent spike. Oh, so you just entered it now. Kajo Yavi Roland. Decent name that is. Thank you for that follow. Sylvia shared a like. Thank you, Sylvia. Welcome back as well. How are the profits looking on that, stranger? Already set BE. Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. That's good. That's safe. It's now 8 o'clock as well. London market has just opened. So let's see now what the price action is going to do. Let's zoom in now so we can see how these candles print. I don't know, Harry. It's above my 215 zone and it's close to my entry confirmation zone. So if that's the case, I'll be looking for longs in this area using the 21530 just to make that clear. 3 minutes until this candle closes. Oh, you following me? Okay. Well, no, yeah. I'm not looking for shorts at in this area. What's DXY doing? Is it tanking? Consolidating. We're just talking about movies, and movies just joined the stream and followed as well. Shout out to you, movies. Of course you can. Now the interesting part as well. Let's say that we had used this as a confirmation. It would have been still too tricky for us to even take an entry. This would have been the entry confirmation, but then it's London opening, so you wouldn't take that as well. Just hit your PE. Yeah, I saw that. Morning, Chio. Nah, that's not sad, bro. Remember, it's better for it to hit your BE than your SL. No, that would be sad. You're all right. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the home channel, that's D15 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. Thank you for all those likes as well. You expect a peak. Okay, after the peak, what do you look for? If this candle closes above that 15-minute rejection line, then that's a decent test of that area. But ooh, it's quite strong though. Yeah, that's a test. Okay, I'm moving my alert now from my 15-minute rejection line to my buy line. And now I'm going to remove this arrow here. So ultimately what I am waiting to see happen now is I'm waiting for price to come back to the zone, then reject from the zone. Then I'll be interested in taking the long. It's a very good thing you got out of the chart there as well, stranger. Could have been worse. So if price pulls back as well to the zone, rejects from the zone, then I will be interested in going for the long. I think the peak around 340, then from there it drops 340. Oh, you think it's gonna go up by wow, by 200 pips thereabouts? So you're gonna wait for it to move 200 pips to take the drop? Is that what I'm understanding? So the 15-minute rejection line, now I would say that it has been properly tested. I like that test, so I'm just waiting for price now to pull back to the 215 zone and reject from the 215 zone. It's now 8:06 a.m. here. We have 20 minutes left on stream as well, so let's see how the price action works out. If it was 7 o'clock, hold on, 6:50, this would have been 7 o'clock. You know, you wouldn't have seen the light of day, would you? This was 7 o'clock. That would have been in 20 pips now. Price action would have been long gone. Oh, you're gonna sell from 340. Okay. Okay, so you wouldn't buy to 340. Would you not buy to 340? Because that's good as well. Because if you do get a decent buy confirmation and then buy it from 324 and ride it to 340, that's not bad. What's at 340 though? Let's look at the higher time frame. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, let's look at 340. What's there? Maybe the 1 hour. 1 hour might be a little bit more cleaner. Okay, so yeah, there is like a key resistance area here at 340. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I can get behind that. Could get behind that. Because yeah, if a decent buy confirmation does occur here, it would be a pretty decent buy for you to buy into 340 and then take a sell from 340. That's a decent ping pong setup as well, if that's what you're into. So if the price push ups, you get maybe about 400, maybe about 200 pips on that up move, and if it comes back, if it goes there and then it comes back down, you know you're getting 400 pips on that round trip. Decent. So you know, I just need to see a pull back here, back to the zone, and a rejection from the zone. That would be good. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Let me just put this on the screen. So. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. Good morning, Ren. Good morning, Mr. Evans. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you guys for joining. All right, so it's now 8:17 a.m. here. We can clearly see where price has broken above that 215 zone. Tested that 30-minute resistance as well. So right now, currently, I'm just waiting for price just to pull back into my zone and reject from my zone, and I'll be interested in taking a long from this area to ultimately be pushing the price to the higher time frame resistance. Thank you so much for that heart as well, Sylvia. So let's see. So it's a pretty good setup here, in all fairness, pretty decent setup here. You can see where price went up and is rejecting, and it's coming down nicely here as well. So we also do have a few minutes left here on stream. So let's see if we can get that push down back into the zone and then reaction to it. You know, I've never asked, but let me ask this question though. So for all those persons out there, which I know that quite a few of you guys, you have been using the 215 technique. You have been doing it at separate days, like separate time of the days as well. Over all this time period of you using the 215 technique, right? What would you add to the technique to improve it? So based off your experience, based off what you've been using the 215 technique to the markets, what would you do to improve the 215 technique based off what you have done? Someone says 60k down. How so? Right, based off your historicals of you working with the 215 technique, what would you change on the 215 technique, or what would you implement it based off your historicals to help improve the strategy? Yeah, the rejection is going to be hot. Yeah, it's coming down nicely. My win rate is 1%. My win rate is 1%, close to 0% if you want to put it that way. I speak truth, my vibe is fire. Yeah, so I don't, as I said, I don't those KPIs doesn't matter to me, my friend. But what I would recommend, if you want to know what my win rate is, definitely go here, subscribe to 215 Trades. You don't even have to subscribe. You don't even have to subscribe, but you can go here, 215 Trades, right? You can go here, look at the 215 technique, watch just one video, there's multiple videos because I have over a year worth of live streams, but go here and watch the video that explains the 215 technique, understand it. Once you've understand it, then you go out and back test it. Oh, no, Captain, no, you haven't offended me. But what I'm saying is that instead of, I don't want to give you a figure. I don't want to tell you a percentage, and then because of the percentage that you only stay tuned to the channel because of the percentage I tell you. I'm not going to give that figure, but what I would genuinely want you to do, right, if you're interested, is just to watch a video from here, understand what it is, and then like do your back testing. And if you do your back testing and you see that it makes sense, then you come back, right? Then you come back. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not offended, but I would like for you to do your research. I would like for you to look at what I say the 215 technique is, do some back testing, and if it makes sense, then you come back and you find me, which I'm pretty sure that you're gonna come back and find me after you have done your back testing. That's how sure I am. No problem. But the win percentage is quite good. It's quite good. I would would say it's 215 trading. Everything does depends on the price and all of that. Price, support, and resistance, a mix of everything, in all fairness. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the subscribe as well. We have almost hit 12k likes this stream. That's really good. Now remember guys, if you're very new to this channel and you're only seeing the 215 technique for the first time, it is gonna look like shit to you, honestly. Especially if you know other strategies, looking at this is just gonna be, what the hell is this idiot doing, right? I'm just some random guy. Now if you want to learn more about the 215 technique, I do recommend you checking out the main channel here at 215 Trades. It has all of my previous videos from last year until this year as well, and it also has some videos explaining how to do the 215 technique as well. Additionally, I go live every single day, Mondays through to Fridays, from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That's on the UK time zone. Do you use RSI or MACD? No, I don't use no indicator whatsoever. All I use is the 215 zone and resistance and supports. That's all. Right, live Mondays to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. here on TikTok and also on YouTube. If you want to join the Telegram group and all that fun stuff as well, the links for those should be in my TikTok bio and also should be on my YouTube bio as well. So ultimately right now what I'm waiting for, we have already had a test of that 15-minute rejection on the buy side, and it has pulled back in the zone as well. Wasn't quite a good test, but we got a proper test after London Open. So we're now just waiting. I'm just waiting for a rejection from that area all the way back to the zone, and a rejection from the 215 zone for me to look to take a long position, maybe around this area, putting my stop loss just at the bottom of my 215 zone, and then ultimately overall, I'm actually back already, I can remove this. Then ultimately overall looking for a decent push towards that 4-hour resistance as my full on TP. So that's what I'm ultimately looking for today. If the market does push and continues to climb, then we could capitalize on that. No problem at all, Captain. Thank you so much for that. It's now 8:25 a.m. here as well. We do have 5 minutes left here on stream. Now the breakdown for today was sent in the Telegram group, so if you guys are tracking after, you might be able to capitalize on a decent entry if it does confirm later on today, but it's all up to you. You don't have to. All right, from my people over there on YouTube, big shout out to you guys. You guys have been so loyal, so entertaining, and so engaging as well. Really do thank you guys for all the viewership over there. Not a whole lot, but still it means a lot to me that you're there on the channel over there as well, watching as well. All right, and thank you for those likes as well and those share on the YouTube video. Really do appreciate it. Additionally as well, for my TikTok viewers over here, all those many viewers who had hit that like button to get us to a whopping 12k likes today, big shout out to you as well. Not only that, but for all the persons who followed today and also left from the TikTok platform and also followed the YouTube platform as well, big shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate it as well. And for all those persons as well who sent gifts on this, I appreciate you so much. How do you pronounce that name? Devon? Maybe it's Devon, maybe. But that's a very unique name, my guy. Very unique name. Not sure if you're a guy or a girl, but yeah, very unique name. Thank you so much for that follow over there as well. So we're making new 215ers every day, and my overall goal, my overall aim, and why I am doing this is because I want to make the 215 technique here on gold something that is mainstream, where traders know about it all over the world. So without me just actually just doing it here on stream, like it's like accepted in the trading community as a technique and a recognized technique, the 215 technique. Yeah, I know it's you, my guy. Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. So it's now 8:27 a.m. here in the UK. We have 3 minutes left here on stream. Still currently waiting for price to come back and retest that 215 zone. Hasn't yet done so. But as I said, I've explained. Do I need to explain it again before I go? Or do you guys all understand what I am waiting on? Let me know. Do I need to explain what I'm waiting on for my entry, or do you guys all understand it? All right, no one answered. But for the sake of it, let's explain it. Let's break it down. All right, let's break it down. Okay, so price has already tested my 15-minute rejection area here, right? As you can see, it has already tested my 15-minute rejection area here. Okay, price broke, tested that 30-minute resistance, pushed towards the 1 hour resistance, but it is coming back down. But that's perfectly fine. So what I am waiting on now, I'm on the 5-minute time frame, and I've sent the image in the Telegram group. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. What I'm waiting to see happen is that I'm waiting to see price pull back into the zone. I'm waiting for price to come back into the zone and close inside the zone. It doesn't have to come all the way to the bottom to the point of interest or anywhere. There's no special place for it to go. I just want to see one candle come in and close in the zone, not close in the zone on the line, like close in the zone, like clearly, like one of these candles, clearly in the zone. Once you get that, I will then wait for a candle to close above the zone. All right, another candle to close above the zone, right? Not exceeding my 15-minute rejection line, right? Not exceeding my 15-minute rejection line here, okay? Once I see that movement, once I see that pattern aligning, then I will go for a long position from here, putting my stop loss just at the bottom of my 215 zone and targeting the higher time frame resistance as my TPs, TP1, TP2, TP3. Then that's ultimately what I will be looking for today. It's now 8:30 a.m. here in London. I really do appreciate all the love and the support, my friends, and I will see you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place. Remember, stay safe, my friends, and happy trading.